another quick question for you on the defensive side of the ball, switching over the defense, because we talked about beforehand, we talked about the running game. I said last week heading into the Louisville game, I wanted the running back game to step up. They did step up to an extent against Louisville. On the defensive side of the ball, and Big Game James Coleman, when he's been on there, has talked about the problem with facing running quarterbacks, facing Malik Cunningham, facing Jeff Sims, facing Anthony Richardson, those mobile quarterbacks. Florida State did struggle with Malik Cunningham. They did struggle a little bit on the defensive side of the ball. What do you need to see improve on the defensive side, not so much for Boston College, but for that 3-game stretch coming up to start the month of October?
One thing, going to Jared Verse and Derek McLendon, those are where we start off at. Jared Verse is extremely talented, and we're not going to get that wrong right there. But like Coach JP has said, Florida State's defensive end coach and also special teams coach, coordinator, he's still got a lot of coaching to get done. Like he still needs quite a bit, and there's things that he's got to work on to get better. And one of those biggest things is when it comes down to running quarterbacks, and it happened against LSU to start the game, and then eventually they figure it out in that second half, and really in that second quarter. Sometimes Jared Verse wants to do a lot of things and kind of save the plays or make the plays, but sometimes you just doing just a little thing here allows your teammate to come in and bring the linebacker down. There was times where Jared Verse was going too far on the inside and wasn't allowing the linebacker to hit the hole, so then that allowed Malik Cunningham to go on the outside and go for a gain. But then when Jared Verse went out, then you don't have a lot of experience there, and you're switching out Pat Payne, Leonard Warner, and also, of course, Derek McLendon. And so there's some things in our defensive end group that I think can be worked on, and just understanding their assignments there. And you got to see, too, Malik Cunningham go on the outside whenever you see Jared Verse crashing on the inside, and that doesn't allow your linebacker to understand, all right, that's my hole. You're supposed to be going on the outside to contain, to allow Malik Cunningham to come inside so Kane DeLoach can come crash and grab Malik. So there's just assignment issues there that I think need to be fixed. And, maybe missed tackles here and there, but I mean, Malik Cunningham is a very special talent at running the ball. And, Kalen almost came away with 2 sacks, 2 major tackle for losses too. Like, it was just almost there, but you're right. I mean, it was almost too easy at times. Like, Florida State's defense wasn't playing football, and that was something scary to see. And, you're relying on Jamie Robinson, your far back safety, to make the tackle to save the touchdown. He doesn't get the tackle. I mean, he grabs him, but of course that's going to be Malik Cunningham touchdown all day long when you're tackling him on the 2-yard line whenever he's already had a 15-yard, 20-yard start on you. So that comes down to the linebackers and whatever is going on there at defensive line, but the linebackers weren't there to be seen. So that's something that they're going to have to continue to look back at film. They won't have to worry about it this upcoming weekend with a whole different type of quarterback, but still that's a little worrisome, because whenever you go down the road and you are facing a guy like Anthony Richardson, that is a talent that will run the ball, because he can't throw touchdowns. He is going to run the ball. You got to be worried about those kind of guys and contain.